Well, welcome back. So you're okay again, here with another Thoughtful Thursday video for y'all. I was just talking to myself for like 10 minutes, which is no different than when I talk to the camera, except for the fact that the camera wasn't recording. So, like I just told you guys, but you don't know, I have a long video for you guys today. I have lots of notes. Today's video is about depression. It is probably a topic that you guys don't want to talk about. It is an important topic, though. It is something that we do not recognize or really understand fully, and it's also something that people try to ignore largely because it scares them. So I have a really long video for you guys today. I have resources, websites, references, all that good stuff. That's why I have my notes. Anyway, without further ado, we're probably just gonna hop right into it once I fix my eyewear and get right into today's video. For my newbies and my subscribers, thank you for returning, and if you are a returning viewer who has not yet subscribed, pause the video, go subscribe, because you're obviously liking the content, you keep coming back, and that way you'll never miss any of my great videos for any of y'all's. I do Motivated Monday videos, I do Thoughtful Thursday videos, and I do Soulful Saturday videos, in case you're new and you don't know. Okay, so I looked it up on Google, and it came up with a long list of different types of depression, according to WebMD. Yeah, WebMD. There is persistent depressive disorder, which is depression lasting 2 years or longer. Sleeping too much or too little, lack of energy or fatigue, low self-esteem. Trouble concentrating or making decisions, and feeling helpless. I didn't list the side effects for all of them because there's a lot of them on the list. Bipolar disorder, aka manic depression, energies of extreme highs or extreme lows. Seasonal affective disorder, SAD. Psychotic depression, postpartum depression, PMDD, situational depression, atypical depression, and the list goes on. My point is, there's many kinds of depression, and many people suffering from a diverse range of depression every single day. If you feel you suffer, or you feel any of these may sound like you, I encourage you to reach out and get help. Find a therapist, find a support group, find something or someone that can help you professionally deal with these feelings and these thoughts and these, toxic lapses of depression and toxic periods where you're just not able to do anything for yourself or feel enough, feel that you are enough for yourself. At the end of the video or in the description, I will be linking resources. Depression and mental disorders or illnesses have been largely in a hush-hush category where it was ignored and not talked about. So prior to 2020, most people didn't talk about mental disorders such as depression or anything like that. A lot of people didn't see depression as a mental disorder. It was kind of something they thought was in somebody's head, which sort of it is. It's a mental disorder, but it's not just something you make up and create for yourself. It's something that you struggle and have to face and have to deal with every single day or every week or every winter season or whatever it is for you. And it's something that's challenging. It's something that kind of looms over your head. When you're having good days, you wonder if it's going to turn around and you're going to hit a depressive disorder, or you're going to hit a depressive, pocket in the day, and you're just going to spiral downward and the day is going to be ruined. And stuff like that. Anyway, now here we are in 2020. We're talking about mental health and we're spreading awareness, but we're not doing hardly enough. And still, people are feeling a lot of shame to come forward and be like, I have depression, or I suffer from depressive episodes, or I have suicidal thoughts, or I have suicidal tendencies, or whatever the case may be. They feel a lot of shame coming forward, and they feel they will be even more shamed when they do come forward. It makes it severely hard to speak up and or reach out. However, everyone deserves to live their best, happy, and healthy lives, and that's what this channel is all about. This channel is all about getting you feeling good, living good, eating well. Well, I don't really talk about eating well, but, like doing your spiritual work, connecting with the divine, finding your true purpose. That's what I try to encourage people to do on my channel. Today we're talking about depression and mental health according to the policy advice and editor's choice. 322 million people worldwide suffer from depression. According to the World Health Organization, over 34 million U.S. residents aged 65 and up are currently suffering from depression, and 20% of people who suffer from depression, at least one depressive episode, are currently suffering from depression, and 20% of people suffer from at least one depressive episode before becoming an adult. So there are 34 million people age 65 and above who are currently suffering from depression, whether you know it or not. It could even be somebody you know. It could be your Grammy, your aunt, your uncle, your grandpa, anybody, really. And then 20% of people suffer from at least one depressive episode, at least one, before becoming an adult. So before they even hit 18, or hitting at least one depressive episode. That's horrible. Depression can be caused by many things, anywhere from diet to chemical imbalance in the brain. I have notes scribbled over here. To trauma. There are so many people suffering silently, and so many reasons for their suffering, yet so many people are afraid to speak up and say something, or admit that there is something that needs to be taken care of or taken seriously. According to AFSP.org, suicide is the 10th and leading cause of death. In 2018, 48,344 Americans died by suicide, and an estimated 1.4 million attempts were made. According to National Institute of Health, there is no study for 2019-2020 complete or available. I myself suffer from depression. Granted, I'm not sure what kind of depression, and I'm not sure that my therapist told me when she told me that I had depression what kind it was. But I do suffer from depression, and it's something that I've suffered with for years. I have no idea how long I will suffer with it. However, I have come to a place where I control my depression versus my depression controlling me, and that's what I'm encouraging you guys to do. And the biggest reason that I'm able to control my depression versus my depression controlling me today is because I went and I sought the help and the resources that are available to people who need a little extra assistance or support. I also know many people who have suffered, and I will not name them because we all deserve our privacy. However, between all of us, here is advice on things to help. So I went around and I asked everybody I knew, people I've opened up to about having depression or who have told me they have depression, my family members who have suffered from depression, even if it was a short episode. I've talked to people who have had long episodes of depression. I've talked to my family and friends who are what they call psychologists, or work with people daily and give advice about things like this. And these are the things that we came up with, little pieces of advice from our experience to give you guys to try and help you. But the biggest thing I'm going to say throughout this whole video is get professional help. Reach out to somebody professional. You're not going to get locked up in a mental institute. They're just going to diagnose, address, and treat. Ways to help. Get it out. Talk it out. At least one person you can trust, one person that you can go to and talk about it with. You don't really have to carry a burden like this. It's unnecessary, and it just weighs you down. And you shouldn't be doing it alone. If you can't go talk to somebody about it, journal. Get it out in a journal, in a notebook, draw pictures, whatever it is that you have to do to get it out on paper. Like I mentioned before, seek help from a professional. I myself am not in any way a professional. Find a therapist or a counselor or a trained support system, team, or even a support group. Whatever it is that will help you feel the most comfortable and safe. The important thing when you're reaching out for professional help is you got to find something that's going to make you feel comfortable and safe. And then if you try it and it doesn't make you feel comfortable or it doesn't make you feel safe, it's not right for you and you're not going to be able to grow and address your problems in the way that you could if you were feeling comfortable and safe. So that's also another important thing. Get comfortable with your depression. Stop hiding from it. And when I say get comfortable, I don't mean live in your depression. Just stop hiding from it. The moment you look at it for what it is and face it head on, it also is the exact same moment you begin to take the power it has over you away. Stop feeling ashamed for something that is normal, common, and very much human to feel and go through. There's no reason you should feel ashamed that you're having human emotions and human struggles. You wouldn't feel ashamed for being happy because that's a human emotion, so don't feel ashamed for suffering from depression, even if it's a short episode, even if it's a long episode, even if it lasts years. Don't feel ashamed about that. Hug your peoples as much and as often as possible. So your people are like your friends, your family, your support system, anybody you love, anybody that's close to you, anybody that loves and supports you. Hug them as often and as much as possible. Do not stay silent. Do not choose to stay in a place of suffering or agony. Understand that your situation does not define you, and your current situation is not a forever long thing. Whatever you're going through, it is not permanent. Whatever has happened to you, the way you're feeling and working through trauma may be very difficult and take a long time. However, it is not a death sentence. It is not something that is, never going to be able to get past it. You're going to be able to find the other side of the tunnel. You just have to be willing to do the work and have the patience that it might take a while to get to the other side of the tunnel and still work anyway. Which brings me to the next thing I'd like to mention. As you go on this healing journey and as you work through these feelings, please remember that there is absolutely no expiration date for how long you are, quote, allowed to feel pain or feel stuck. Healing does not happen overnight, and sometimes it don't happen in a week, it don't happen in a month, it don't happen in a year, it don't happen in 4 years. Like, sometimes it just takes a long time to get fully healed and fully back to who you are. But once you get to a place where you're claiming your power back and you take all that power back for yourself, nothing's gonna stop you again. Anyway, guys, it's kind of a long video, so that's all for today. I hope this has helped anyone who struggles the way I have. Please reach out, speak up. If you're hurting, you need to reach out, speak up, seek help openly, because somebody out there loves you whether you believe it or not, and help is out there. It's available. At the end of this video, I will leave resources. Thank you for watching, and if you know someone who could benefit from this video, please share. If you benefited from today's video, please like and subscribe. Thank you to all my followers who like, share, subscribe, comment. It helps me get content out to you and get it out faster, as well as supporting the channel and helping me reach my personal goals. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching. Be kind to yourselves and your world. Bye!